KSWAM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite D Major, Cheryl Metal, Big XODIA in the studio. Let's talk about some of the projects that you've worked on. How many have you released total so far since you've...
Since I started?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, a year ago, I had 75. So now I have probably 140.
Nice.
I believe.
Like full projects?
Just songs in general. It's just
songs
140
in general?
songs, not including features.
Not including features?
Not including features.
Wow.
I love music.
Yeah, I see. I see. Any of them like full projects, EPs, albums? Or?
I came out with an album 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I came out with an album called The Back Rooms.
Yeah.
That was my most connected to myself project I've ever had.
How was that process of putting together the music, like I said, making it a cohesive project to put together like that?
So when most of my songs come on, I like to chop, I like to rap, I like to just go fast, Sonic the Hedgehog type stuff. But on this, I really wanted to express myself. I wanted to be able to connect myself and put it out into the world.
Yeah.
And me, I'm a nerd. I love internet lore. So the back rooms, it was just like the back rooms. Just to sum it up, empty vastness of a different dimension sort of type deal. Empty spaces. So like if a school is completely empty, that would go on for millions and millions of miles. And if you step in the wrong place at the wrong time, you'd be transported to like a mall, same thing, empty, goes on for miles, or outside parking lot, weird places, stuff like that. So I was like, this is perfect. This describes my life, sort of in a way. And I was like, you know what? I have in my head how I can connect this, So I came up with this project called The Back Rooms, and it was me using that internet lore to describe me, how I am. The first song on that is called Skinwalker. That's more of the most aggressive thoughts. Shout out to the homie Mike Scream. He's on that song. But it talks about pretty much the death into it. It talks about having someone you really hope for the best for, and have them be an evil person, but by transforming themselves into making them seem like they're something good. Skinwalker is something that pretends to be something, but its main intent is to just kill you, pretty much. You most likely will see it with dogs or something like that. That dog is not a dog. That's something, that's something crazy. So that's Skinwalker.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna highlight a couple songs. Moving, which y'all just heard a couple songs ago. It was about me dealing with moving forward. Because sometimes I do get the thoughts that like, hey, you're young, but what happens if you don't succeed? What happens if you stay in that place? What happens if you keep the same job forever? What happens if you're still stuck in this music thing at the same place at the same time? So I really wanted to write that struggle and what goes through my head whenever I have those thoughts. And what ends up happening whenever I go through these thoughts is just, you got to keep moving. No matter what happens, you just got to keep moving. You're going to get these thoughts. You're going to have these visions where you feel like you're just going to stay there forever. But that's when you got to keep moving. And especially connected to the back rooms is that if you don't move, you're gonna stay in that same place forever, for eternity. So that was that connection. And then I'll talk about this last song. Shout out to the homie Cali Cruz. Okay, this song, I love this song so much. It's called Growth.
Okay.
And as the name implies, it's about growth, changing, and finding yourself. If I chose to stay, then I won't see the growth. The world is in my hands. So those are the lyrics. You guys should check out that song, because that song is amazing. But that song was just about growing from who you were in the past to who you're going to be in the future. And of course, it's never going to stop, because you're always going to grow. So that album, The Back Rooms, was just so connected to me that I didn't focus on anything else for like, I would believe 2 years.
Wow.
You know, so I was in love with that album. And now I'm just ready to do more and more things now. But I really love that album.
How was the reception to for this project and your music in general? You know,
What do you mean?
how do people?
Oh, how do people react to it?
Yeah.
So the back rooms is where I saw more, how would I say, response to it. I mean, I've seen response, especially with all my other tracks and everything, but I felt like since I connected with myself more and I seen like the statistics of it, like Growth was the #1 song in that album, especially. I saw what people were looking for, you know, in my music. It really gave me and a more effective outlook on what my music does, you know, what it shows. So when I paid attention to Growth, I was like, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. You know, I need to connect with myself more. You know, and you know, I've been learning lessons along the way too. So
that's well, life is a continuous lesson.
Yes.
Life is a journey worth traveling. That's almost a tagline I've kind of been making up for years. Life is a journey worth traveling, no matter what happens. Like I said, keep moving forward.
Yes, gotta keep moving.
What can we expect from you in the next year, in 2025? Are you planning anything in particular?
Yes. So I have so much lined up. I just cannot speak on it right now, but let's just say I'm gonna be everywhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in everyone's faces.
Cool.
It's over. As Yugi says, Exodia obliterates.
Yes.
It is literally, I'm telling y'all, it's what I've learned so far in the past. It's time for me to just put everything that I've learned into this. Like I am shooting out, sort of like No Man's Sky, you know, like with the rocket ship just heading out into space.
So we're about to get into the Cipher Before Christmas, which you sent to us.
Yes.
What went into the production and recording of this, and how did you get everyone to jump on the track with you?
Man, the Cipher Before Christmas. So I did a Cipher for Halloween. And I was like, I like this. I love this. But then when the Christmas season, you know, sort of started showing its head, Mariah Carey thawed out, I was just like, you know what? I want to do something rap instead. Something that I can bring back, you know, similar to like All I Want for Christmas Is You. I want to bring it back every year. I want something to be there for Christmas that has to do with rap. You know what? Let me get some people together. Shout out to the homie Mr. Never Die. Shout out to Nerd Lady. Nerd Lady is crazy, bro. Shout out to my homie LSP. Shout out to Lil Villain. When we came on the Cypher, it was just so many different just styles of rap placed together and harmonized so well. Also, Clit City Clothing sponsored the video.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to the homie Artistic Productions. He made the video. He got it right. And of course, Hippie Low mixed and mastered the whole thing. You know, Limitless. I'm wearing a Limitless beanie. So that's that too. And of course, the H-Town drip chain I got on. But this, what I wanted to do with this song is I wanted to bring people together, which is why I chose these specific artists. And when they came together, they made something super amazing, super beautiful. And shout out Alex Quasar, especially. He's the one who made the beat. He killed it 100%. Like, when I heard this beat that Alex made, it was like, there's no way. Like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you turn Jingle Bells, something super original, something everybody hears all the time, how do you transfer it into a beat and make it your own original like thing? It's super hard because you hear Jingle Bells everywhere. It's like some people put drum loops on it. Some people keep the dun 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 dun, you know, sort of, and add their own thing. No, homie Alex Quasar, he made something original, and we worked with that. We worked really hard on it. We went in on the session, we recorded it, we got it done right. I think Hippie put in like 100 hours of
Oh, wow.
mixing and mastering. I'm probably over exaggerating. It's most likely 7 or 8 hours. But either way, he was up for a very long time mixing and mastering that song. But everybody did their part on that song so well, and it came out so great. I was just like, you know what? We have to make this rocket. We have to put this out there at any given costs.
Awesome. Now go ahead and introduce your song.
Introduce my song.
Yes.
So